Hello everybody, normally I'm pretty good at not buying plants when I'm in a shop, but more or less once a year I cannot resist the siren's call of the houseplant clearing section. And then of course this happens. So of course the excuse here is that you save plants from a certain death. The first plant I saved is this beautiful alocasia. Now to be honest, I don't quite understand why this plant was being sent to the clearance section. Because what we see here is actually a perfectly normal holy trinity of the alocasia plant. One old leaf at the bottom, one leaf in the middle that's still going strong, and then a brand new leaf emerging at the top. So basically I paid €7 for a perfectly healthy alocasia. The only thing I might have to do is top up the soil. So that's what I did, and here you can see the plant afterwards. I sprayed the leaves a little bit, and indeed I topped up the soil with some aroid mix. So this guy should be okay, but of course it's still an alocasia. Okay, so let's continue with something truly sad. This is some type of miniature succulent tree for which I paid only €1. You can see that it has lost many leaves, but those leaves I'm gonna try and propagate. And for the rest, I think this guy needs a lot of direct sun. So the only things I did was removing the leaves that had fallen off. I topped up the soil with my succulent mix, and now I'm going to move this guy outside and put him in direct sunlight. This guy here, in my opinion, is the most interesting plant that I saved today. This is the Ledeboria scilla, and it actually looks quite good. There is actually quite a few plants in this one container, but unfortunately they really have been overwatered. So this will be the rescue plant that will cost me the most work, because I decided to divide the different plants and to repot them in different containers. So first of all I tried to remove most of the soil, and the good news is that the root ball seemed more or less okay. After that I separated all the plants and made sure that each of the plants still had some roots on it. And finally I put the different plants in 6 containers, and I used some plain soil mixed with some perlite. I also ended up with one unintended water propagation, because the leaves of this plant snap off really easily. So basically I got 6 Ledeburias for only €12. Next up is this sad and agonizing aloe plant for which I paid only €1. And this guy is sitting on some kind of small stem that's popping out of the soil. You can see by the light green color of the heart of the plant that it's not dead just yet. So what this guy mostly needs, in my opinion, is some nice succulent mix, and above all a lot of direct sunlight. So what I did was I tried to move the plant more or less to the center of the container, and I added some succulent mix. Now I'm not confident at all that this guy will make it, but for €1 I want to give it a shot. I also rescued this asparagus plant, which cost me €2, and once again I'm not really sure why this plant ended up at the houseplant clearing section. And come to think of it now, I don't think I would pay more than €2 for this plant anyway. And since I don't really have any space in my apartment for this plant, I think I will put this guy outside on my kitchen balcony. So basically all I did for this plant was giving it some fresh soil at the top of the container. So for this plant I'm actually pretty confident that it will survive. So in the end I paid €23 for a total of 10 rescue plants. And although I'm most excited about the Ledeboria plants, I honestly hope that all these guys will make it. Okay, that's all for this year's rescue mission. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider liking it and or subscribing to my channel. For now, I wish you a very nice day and I hope to see you back real soon on my channel. Bye bye.